Yes, who is there? Oh, you are the one. That was so fast of you. Yeah. Anyway, today is just some backtesting work right here, okay? So, I think let's run it right away. Let's do this.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from...
No. What's happening? Hold on. Today I decided to do a quick backtesting on the chart, and in this backtesting I've set out criteria for myself that I have to follow in a backtesting. So the first thing that I did was I have to mark out, the time frame that I want to use. I mean, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. that is the time I want to use, and this time is in GMT. So these are the blue lines that you are seeing on my screen currently, that the time starts from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's what I've marked out. So in my backtesting, those are the areas that I'll be backtesting, everything from. I'll not go outside this time range and be backtesting or checking out for other things. Everything that I'll be doing will be confined in these areas alone, right? So the other thing that I've also made for myself to follow is that I'm going to test out for only OBs and imbalances, right? I'm going to look out for OBs and imbalance in my backtesting, right? And the last thing that I'm doing is I'm doing all this backtesting on the 1 minute time frame. So yeah, let's go into it. So right over here, the first thing that you are seeing over here, this is a typical order block that I've identified at the top. And what happened is that price didn't go into this order block before returning or before selling. It went into the fair value gap or the imbalance, and it just shuts down from there. So yeah, I'm just marking out the various order block that I've seen so far in the market. I mean the valid ones, and I believe by now most of you understand or know the order blocks that I consider the valid ones. Okay, an order block with an imbalance or a fair value gap, this is the one that I consider I consider an order block. Okay, if you have a situation where you have an order block which does not immediately have an imbalance, what you can do is move to the second candle right after that particular initial order block, which is spot. In this case, it became invalid. Look for the next candle right after that particular first candle and see if there is an imbalance between that candle and the third one that you see. If there's an imbalance, then you can consider that particular second candle you've seen as an order block. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Now let's just roll through this quickly and see if we'll be able to find some nice setups along the line, right? So something also happened was I was backtesting. Okay, I came across some stuff, and I've realized that this is not always working, right? This is not always working, although it works, but it doesn't work always. So what I'm trying to say is no strategy is kind of 100% in this market. No matter the strategy that you use, at a point you're going to run at a loss, and at a point you're going to win. So this is why it becomes so necessary, or it's very, very important for us to manage our risk. I mean, money management is very, very important if you want to win in a long term in this particular industry. Money management or risk management is very, very paramount, and it's something that we shouldn't play with, right? So yeah, I've actually realized a lot of stuff in this little backtesting that I do, right? This backtesting that I did, honestly, I've come across a lot of stuff. Okay, so when we are talking about an order block and an imbalance, okay, there was an order block I came across, but what happened is that price didn't respect that order block. Price went through it. Okay, price went through that particular order block, and what happened was that price after going through that particular order block, it came to retest that particular order block, but in the opposite direction. So in this case, we call it a breaker block, right? I know I've not talked about breaker block on this channel before, but yeah, it is something that is there when an order block is being broken to the opposite direction, and then God respected, that particular order block becomes a breaker block. Okay, and I hope you do understand. And it is just similar to what we do say, support becoming a resistance or resistance becoming a support. That means a support has been broken, and later on prices come back to test that support and make it a resistance. So this is a particular breaker block right here. Okay, you could see price didn't respect the order block over here. It went above it and later came to respect it and move in the opposite direction. So this is a particular or typical, breaker block that you are seeing over here. All right, so yeah, that is it, and the remaining part is just me trying to locate these particular order blocks in the market to see how I can capitalize on them to see their profitability rates in the market like that. And one thing that you have to note is when you are backtesting, if you are not careful, you kind of believe that, or you kind of end up believing that, oh, this your strategy that you are using, it's always profitable. Trust me, it's not always the case, right? That is not always the case. So if you are backtesting, just make sure you do everything as right as possible, because it is not a live market, especially if you are backtesting with MT5 or MT4 platform like what I'm doing over here. You are likely going to just mark out the trades or the setup that actually work, and you end up forgetting about the other side, which means you can lose at a point, right? So you should take a critical look when you are backtesting on this MT5 or MT4 platform. But if you're using TradingView and you have the premium subscription, it can be the basic subscription, or you're using FS Replay for backtesting, that's a little bit better than using MT5 or MT4 like I am doing over here. Okay, so yeah, I think this video has been helpful so far, and I would like to see you in my next video, and I also like you to follow me on this journey, and let's see how all this thing is going to unfold at the end of the day, because we are almost getting to the end of the day, which is the 120-day challenge, right? This particular video is the 98th video that I'm putting out over here as a way of documenting the whole journey right here to see if it's going to work out, right? I'm just hoping, I'm just believing that at the end of the day we climax on a good note, even though I've taken some good number of time out of this whole journey, a good number of days, more than 30 days, and that is something I'm not actually happy about, but what can I do? Let's see how it's gonna go. My name is Godsway, and you're welcome to join me on this journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bless up.